One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Terrapins will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Indiana's offense will have the football first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this.
Turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. He's at the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Terrapins offense will have its first possession of the game. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Got enough for the first. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Back to pass, it's Washington. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Webb. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quickly out to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line getting set on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Just keeps slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break their rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. To the air, it's Mendoza. He wants to go deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
What a throw on 1st down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Shakes off the defender. And he's brought down after a nice game. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Terrapins really need to keep this drive alive on third down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Pulls it in. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've spunked into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. On the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He turns that loose down the right side.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. He tries to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Get it out on the screen. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Running into the open space. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Cooper. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Wants to throw, it's Mendoza. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little extra time. At the 35, he's open. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football, you can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, first and 10 again.
The Hoosiers with the first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Sails one into the middle. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Indiana!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 4 over New Mexico State. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. And the returner will be knocked down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Breaks free in the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
To the air. It's Washington. Rushes on him. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Slings it downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The short hands, it's Webb. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
Thanks for that. halftime report, Kevin. And the Hoosiers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The Terrapins moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the Terrapins get it past the sticks. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Webb. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Terrapins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, let's get it.
Play number 9 on this drive. Back to throw, it's Washington. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Maryland!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Morris. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Still looking, on the move. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quick release by the QB. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Indiana! And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Arkansas State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feel.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Caught over the middle, it's Morris. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Got it, looking for a first. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And after watching an effort like that, even though he wasn't able to get the first down, as the quarterback, you're going to start throwing to him a lot more often in this game because he's going to pad your stats. You know this guy is going to get tons of yak because he's fighting for every inch out there on the field.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
The Terrapins send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's loose. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Throws toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Complete in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick.
There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. He's going to run it, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Throwing right. He's got it. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Smith. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Here comes the heat. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incomplete.
Throws toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And listen, you had to take a shot. You got to make something happen. Somebody has to make a play and to get back in this ball game down a couple of scores, and now the defense has to come out, make some kind of miracle happen, maybe score, and then you got to kick and get an onside. A lot of things have to go right from here on in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
To the air, it's Washington. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. It's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so...
Trying to get behind the defense. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Looking for space. It's Hemby. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They'll go to the ground. Creates a little space. There he goes. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Indiana 42, Maryland 21.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Back to pass, it's Washington. He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.